Hey, hi guys. Hello, and yeah, what's up? How are you guys doing? Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream, and yeah, today we're going to be attempting to make this. I don't even know who made it. Just found it on Google. Amazing stuff. Let me see. Maybe let me just leave a link. Can I do a Google? Google Lens. Hello, Lahul Dev. How are you? Hello, Crazy Boy. Shatanu. How are you? I want to see the maker who made this. There are a lot of similar images that I think are amazing. Anyway, here's a link to the image in case you want to check it out yourself. Hey, Kapil. How are you? Good morning. Missed yesterday? Yeah, you were missed as well. How have you been? Okay, so we're going to be making this, and I think we are going to try and make sure that we stay true to this style. I'm not going to import any assets. We're just going to make the shapes as simple as this. If you look at the reference image, which I've just pasted in the chart, you're going to see how simple the details are, but when they are all merged into one piece, they make this detailed scene, and we're going to try and go for that same thing. And I think we can use Eevee for this. We might also use some shadeless surfaces, but we can see. We'll see. I'm good. Okay, hello, Bunny with a free wheel. How are you? Okay, let's do some quick promos here, just to make the channel sustainable with some promos here. So this is Sanctus Library, a procedure material library. It comes with a ton of procedure materials. You can see bricks, more flow bricks. I think that's what they're called. Anything you can think of is going to be in this library. That is all procedure, so you can add it to any scene you want, and they're all going to be tileable. So yeah, amazing. Just look at that. Links are going to be in the description if you want to check that out, and maybe let me paste the links in the chat as well for anyone who wants to quickly check that. Hello, Ahmed Sisi. How are you? Hello, Sam Adam Sizik. Guys, your names are really difficult to pronounce, but anyway, so this is the procedure procedure library, and there is also True Sky here, which is an amazing library of skies. If you want some amazing skies for your library, you can also use that. Let me leave link in the description. Yeah, all these are affiliate links, so getting any of this, and also finally botanical add-on, which I use a lot. I think you see me use it a lot. It's a library of plants and vegetations, epic stuff. So if you are in market for that, it also has scattering features if you want to scatter vegetations. That's another link there. Let's jump in. Okay, all these add-ons usable with the latest version of Blender. Yes. Most add-ons are up to date. Okay, so let's jump into Blender, see what we can do. Yeah, I feel pumped today. Let's do this. Just going to drag this here. Okay, so what should be? I think we're going to start out with making a small building like this. We're going to make sure that they are very they don't have a lot of detail. Glad I can catch the stream. Nearly 61k. Yeah. These subscriptions are coming in. That's something I'm very grateful for. Very grateful. Yeah, we're going to keep everything simple. So let's start with a simple building here. Cube. I'm going to stick to Eevee this time. I think I'll see. You're not going to use any fancy stuff like ambient occlusion. We might use bloom. We won't use any screen space reflections. So let's go in here. Okay, we just need a simple roof just like that. And yeah, that should be good enough for our house, or at least one of the houses. Now let's create a simple material. I'm going to use a diffuse with a nice yellow color like that. I'll call this wall, and let's use a tone shader. Convert to what is it called? Shader to RGB. The shader to RGB. It's usually a kind of a heavy shader, but let's see. I just want that sharp contrast. And I think if I add a sunlight, I want to make sure that it can be picked up. Hey, MT Creations, how are you? Yeah, so something like that. So one area actually, yeah, something like this. And I think, can I just leave this at white? Yeah, now I can grab these colors, use a mix RGB. This should be our mask. We need a brown for one area and a light area. Yeah, just like that. You see, very minimum detail. Now for the roof, I'm going to call this, just duplicate this wall material, give it a roof, call it roof. Basically do the same thing, just assign it to the top and change the colors. Yeah, so the light area should be bright. Hey, Young Vibes, how are you? How are you? Now you can see there is an outline or a line drawing on these buildings. You can use the freestyle setting, but that's very heavy and it requires that we render, which is something I don't want. Hello, Akila Rajapak. Sorry for the... Sorry, my mic went off. Yeah, let's add this line art using a modifier and see if we can get away with that. If we use wireframe, we get that. We don't want to replace the original. And let's create a new material. A new material, call this line dark. Line dark. I'm just going to grab actually, we don't even have to plug anything into here, into the surface. So this is on slot 3, so you can go to the modifiers and yeah, you can see without doing much. But I don't like this edge here, so I'm just going to fill it in so that we only have the outline like that. You're so kind, bro. Never stop this. Stop this work. Thank you, Vines. Thank you. Okay. Yeah. We want. Now we also need some windows. Nice. Thank you. It's a nice trick, I think. Let me make sure that I'm saving. Call this mega city. Because I think I have a lot of mega cities. Paste that in. Okay, let's see if we can get a cube in here for the window. Perfect. You see, and just You know what? I'm actually not just going to use any for the window, because if you look at this image, the windows are just dark squares. So let me just assign this dark material, and we have a nice window like that. If you want a door, we can just do that. I guess I can. We really want to keep this very low detailed, so that we can populate the city easily. So that's, I think this is a 2-story building, so maybe this should be shortcuts. Let me put this on the left. Okay. Hello, my friend. I've been following your work recently. I found it amazing. Greetings from Brazil. Thank you. How is Brazil? How is Brazil? Okay. Hey, yes. Trying to add small details like windows. Yeah, so this is a 2-story building. We need your device specs. You can use exclamation mark specs to get those. Okay, so let's use this as a test to get some buildings onto the ground. Now you can use geometry nodes to create a patch or a village like this, but I'm going to because I want to place these as they have been placed here. I'm going to try and just do this directly by hand. So let me okay, so let's do this, and I'm going to create, actually let me use the wall material, but this time this one is going to be grass, and let me give it that grass material, and I want a grass patch like that, a patch like this. So we have a road like this, and kind of curves in about there. Maybe this edge is also a bit rounded. Yeah, like that. So I'm going to create this, call this village, add it into a collection called village, and let me duplicate this. Let me call this house. Just put it in the village as well, and start lining up stuff. So we want to start with a small building like that. And actually, let me duplicate this, Shift D, just have another building here. This one is going to be the shorter one. So let me remove these windows. Okay, and if you want to increase the thickness of these lines, you can just increase the wire frame like that, which I think is great. Hello, Joe. How are you? Okay. Let's make another house here. Duplicate this. I think this one is going to be a bit shorter, so maybe like this. And we can also give it as another extra detail. Let's see. I'm starting to see vertices where I don't want them to be. Active element. Active. Okay, so now I'm running into an issue that we're adding lines where we don't want them. So let me see if I can get rid of those. Actually, I need a vertex here and a vertex here. We can dissolve some of these lines that are not necessary. like this here. Yeah, so we have the outlines only where we want them. Let me just drag this face. So we have a nice door here and a small window at the top there. Let me see if I can get rid of this edge loop. So I'm going to select everything and then just go to set a new vertex group, assign, and use that vertex group here. Just see if I need this to be removed, this edge loop to be removed from the vertex group. Let me see if I can remove. That works. Okay, I was having some mic issues. Let's think now is good. Okay. Hey, thank you, Pat, for subscribing. We lost a bit of time there, but let's try and catch up and see. Okay, going to duplicate this. I think, let me see. Can I just remove these? Just grab this. Create this as a small detail up on this building, and I think I can get rid of this detail here. Give this back the roof material. Okay, and maybe give this a window, just a simple plain like that should do. And I can just select this. Okay, now just to show you how what I'm trying to do here, let me first hide this. Thank you, Ayla Takman, for subscribing. I can now just bring in this instance, village instance. So which should be like this. Let me set up my camera to be in the same at the same angle. Let me even start setting up other stuff. Okay, so like this. Set up the sky. I'm going to use a sky texture. This can be Pritham. Do we even see the sky in this? No. Let me use this. Now, the sky doesn't really matter that much because we are barely going to see it. What matters are these villages. So, and actually, let me go back to the village here. Just make a few subdivisions to this. Turn on proportional editing. Just that's our village. And this about there. Let's go back to the original village. Just make a few duplicates of this. So I know that I will need buildings along this. So let me just duplicate. And actually, I can use my quick functions or quick scatter add-on. Just add one of these. Randomize the rotation, and I just start adding in by clicking. Actually, I just let me do this. It would be much faster for me to just. So we have a collection of these 3 buildings. I think I need to make this a bit different as well. So I'm just going to extrude this and give this a roof. Like that. I get rid of this edge loop, get rid of this edge loop, and yeah, that's also another house. Can borrow some of these window details. To the side. Maybe this is a door. You can see, just trying to make sure that we don't have a lot of detail, just maintaining the same style as the reference image. Yeah, if you're getting here, if you're just new here, the reference image is in the chart. You can scroll up a bit and you should find the link to the reference image, so that you can see the style we're trying to follow here. Okay, I think that's good. So let me do a 90. Or 60. Let's do, we can do a full 180. And I want all of these to be part of the collection, so I'll just add them. Okay, now I can just scatter them. I can scatter them quite easily using the add-on. help me with the randomization of the rotation, and with just a few clicks I can, yeah. Hey Ariel, how are you? Hello Masamba Fall, how are you? How long will it take? Hopefully not too long, because I usually stream for 3 hours. So yeah, we have a nice village. Now we can also add these trees, and all this has to be in the village collection, so that is easily duplicated like that. And this grass here should have some bit of grass detail. So I'm going to grab a noise texture, a noise texture, noise. All right, before we do that, let's first let me see. Let's first add this tree. Okay, so the tree should just be a simple cylinder. Let's do 12 vertices, and shaped basically just the same shape, and maybe round off the top a bit. Okay, maybe that's a bit of, I think that's too much polygons, but we can fix that later. So that's going to be this shape. I'm just going to add a decimate modifier just like that, shade smooth. Now the tree, we can just use again a diffuse. Actually, we can just borrow the wall material we created, and just call this tree. Hey, thank you Jove for subscribing, appreciate that. Just give it the same material. You can see it gets that as origin to 3D cursor. Okay, now can come back to this, and let me add this to the village collection as well, and let me remove other houses from the scattering. Now I want to add my tree. Okay, now let's scatter this. Alright, I need to first reset the origin of this to that, and maybe scale this down a bit. We can also randomize the scale just a bit. Very good progress. Thank you. Maybe a corn tree. Do they usually have? Let me see. I think even the stem is a bit too thick. Corn trees. For a stylized version, we can just give it a silhouette like that. That should be enough. Maybe make it a bit darker. Okay, just scatter. Let me call it tree. Add it again. Okay, let's scatter now. Especially around this area here. I think the celery tree fits this very well. need to change the chart to top pop-up properties. Does anyone know how to change the chart to subscribers only? Because I want to get rid of that bot. Enable auto start, auto stop, viewer activities. Not sure. It's something I forgot to read on. I should have read about it today, but okay, let's add a few trees in here. Okay, now we have that. To activate the chat moderation function, streamer can go to their live control room and edit and click edit. This will open the window with the stream settings. Okay, stream campaign, allow tags, recording and location, allow comments, show how many viewers, because I have the settings on my second screen. Yeah, I've seen it. Thank you. Let me have it in subscriber mode for. Oh. Yeah. Okay, so thank you. Who was that? Thank you, MTO Creations, for that. Okay, so yeah, let's start. If I hide this for village cut quick set. Okay. Let's create this terrain, the landscape, where I think we can start with a curve. We can draw this with a curve. Should we use a curve or mesh? Okay, we can just use a curve. And this should be in the scene collection. Let me first isolate this. I want the same shape as this, so shaped. Okay, it's like an island, archipelago, like this, and just create some weird shapes like that. Okay, so that's the first island. Can just make copies of this. Let me turn on proportional editing and just okay, have another island around there, another one around there. Sexy singles club is the, of course. Okay, let's fill this in using what is it called? Fill. Why? Oh, this has to be 2D, I think. A fill mode front. Okay, so this is what we have. These are the islands. Maybe they need to be a bit small, I think. Something like this. Okay, and I'm going to convert them into a mesh. So convert to mesh. But the issue with using curves is that they have this, they don't subdivide very well. So what I'm going to do is just go to weight paint, sorry, to sculpt mode. Ah, great, great. How's your Friday, Bobby? Okay, so I want to get rid of. Let me show you. This is the wireframe we have. So it's going to create problems if we try to add displacement to this. So what I'm going to do is just go into sculpt mode. Sculpt mode. Turn on Dino Topo. And use the flood option, constant detail, and do a flood fill. I think a resolution of 10 should be enough. Or is that too much? Likely too much because Blender is hanging. I don't want it to crash the stream, so I am about to end. Let me just end it before it crashes the stream. So hopefully I was saving. Yeah, great. Come back to this. Convert this to. Let me reduce the subdivisions on this and convert this to a mesh again, and then go back to sculpt mode. Go to sculpt mode and go to Dino Topo, constant detail, and do a flood fill. Hopefully 2 is not too bad. 3. Watching your stream helps me stay focused while doing my work. Nice. I usually also throw a stream on when I'm working. Helps me concentrate as well. Okay, let's see what we have now. Yes, so this is a lot of vertices. I think that's why it was hanging. So let me go to here and use the decimate modifier 0.5 to get rid of some of that detail. Apply. Okay. Again, use the decimate this again to 0.1. Takes a minute. Did you make the concept art? And did you make the concept art as well? The reference image? Link opens some other image. Oh, it does? Let me see. Oh, this is the reference image. Okay, apply. What about that one? Because that is what is taking me. Let me see. Why it seems to be going to the. So it's working fine. Okay, I need to decimate this further. So this is still a lot of vertices. And the reason, okay, this is then a bit too much. Yeah, something like that now is usable. So what do we do now? I think I can grab the outlines of these islands. If I think you do Shift G, how do this called? This regions? Shift G. Yeah. These, I'm going to give them a vertex group like that, because I want to displace this, but I don't want to displace the edges. So I'm going to come here and give this a displacement modifier with let me apply this with a clouds noise like that, so that we have some displacement. Hey, thank you, Foxu, for subscribing. Yeah, the faces are a bit heavy, but I think I reduced them to something more manageable now. Okay, something. You see, the edges are becoming also displaced, which I don't want. So I'm going to use the vertex group I've just created. Just switch that around so the edges stay smooth, and I can even use solidify. I can use the solidify modifier to add some thickness to this. Okay, I've gone the wrong direction. Maybe over 1 meter, and I only use the rim after that. And in the village, we might want to remove this plane. Okay. Now this is now going to use the grass detail. And if you see, these white areas usually are a result of some intersecting issues. So I'm going to use a smooth option here to smoothen those out. Just like that. Now we need the lakes and rivers, so I'm just going to use a plane. Okay, let's do the water. Just be a blue like that. And I think we are going to have to use ambient occlusion. Because I want to create a mask. Actually, we don't actually need to use the ambient occlusion right now. What we can do, maybe we can come back to the water a bit later. Now, I was against using, I didn't want to use geometry nodes or the particle system to scatter these villages, but it's going to be very, very difficult to place these villages without using any form of scattering. Let's see. Maybe the villages closer to the camera can be hand placed. I think I need to pull the camera back a bit because we also need to create a wall. Yeah, our sun has to be quite directional. Yeah, today my mic is I don't know, it's having some issues going on and off. It's, anyway, yeah, let's do some roads. Actually, I'm making a geometry nodes roads setup. Let me show you how it works. Just it's still work in progress, but I don't think it's too detailed for this. But you can see the progress, and the way it works is yeah, this is a curve, and I just have to draw the road. Okay, that's if you have to draw it in top view or onto a surface. Yeah, I'm still adding a few things, but anyway, let's make the road. And it should just follow. Thank you, Kirill, for subscribing. I think it's just has to be on this surface. So just do another road here. Actually, and see if we use the extrude option. If we go to the geometry settings, extrude. Actually, we don't need to use this. We can just create a curved surface. We can use a circle. Radius 45, like this, and this is going to be the profile. So I'll go to objects and use this as the profile. I like that, and I think I might have to rotate it. Not sure why it's like this segment. Oh, okay, so yeah, now we have a road. Just give it a road material. Just a simple brownish material like that, I think should be enough. 100k soon. That would be amazing. How do you select outside vertices? Outside vertices. What do you mean? What type of outside vertices? Like outside edit mode? Not sure what I mean. All right, gotta go. Got an early start tomorrow morning. I will go how to select border. Oh, you mean? I think I missed the message. The border edges, you just I think is it you go to edge mode and then Shift G, and there is this. You have to select an edge and then Shift G. I think it's yeah. Shift G, and then there is amount of faces around edges. That's the option. Hopefully I answered your question before you went, but yeah, that's I didn't see. I'll keep the stream running for that's amazing. That's amazing. Thank you. Okay, so we have our road. We just need to offset this a bit. And see, can I use project? because I want to have this above the surface. Actually, I can just use nearest point, no offset. Now let me make sure that these are, yeah, so something like that. And let me just add a thickness to this so that I'm guaranteed that the road is going to always be on the top. I think the option to go with the shadeless, option, doesn't seem to work out, doesn't seem to render very well. So let me go back to the original house here. And instead of using this convert diffuse to shader to RGB, let me just use a diffuse directly. We might get better results. Okay. Let me come back to this material again. I must go in 10 minutes, but I will return in a half an hour. Looking forward to seeing the progress. Thank you, man. We'll be here. Okay, just continue this road. Thank you, Yunus. Hamdami. I think we might need an extra sun, maybe less bright. Let's turn on bloom, maybe. Interesting. Okay, let's yeah, I think we need more roads to make this look good. So let me okay, I think rods are really going to be very, very important for this. So we should have add a few of these. They're going to define our city and our boroughs. Okay, so let's see. can see by just doing this step, you can see how much progress we can have. Just dividing these. And let's add this wall here. So that we are going to basically just have a wall like this. I'm wondering if I should do this with a curve. Actually, I think a curve would work very well here. So I'm just going to grab this. We don't need the shrink wrap. I'm just going to grab this. Actually, let me reset this. I want to create this wall here, but I want to use a curve. So I'm going to first start with a profile. So let's do the profile. Curve, rotate it 90 degrees and rotate it 45. Vector. So we have something like this. I'm going to grab this, divide this a few times. Actually, let me just start with a plane and then I can convert it to a curve, because it's much easier to edit a plane. So this is extruded like this. Remove this face and basically just keep the outline. I'm going to remove these edges. Yeah, so that's the outline, and I can convert this to a curve like that, and I can grab a circle curve. Why only subscribers mode? Because we have a spamming bot that's kind of messing things up. Okay, so we have this. We can give this a profile object, profile, and we need this to be smaller. Okay, I think I need to rotate this 180 degrees like this, and this should be flat, shade flat like that. And does this have wireframe? No, it doesn't have wireframe, but that's okay. Just going to give it the same wall material, and just start adding this wall everywhere. So it goes over the bridge. I think this one can just use a diffuse our material so that we can see the details. Maybe let me give it a wall material, brick material. Which one? This. Yes. add more detail. At least it will encourage people to subscribe if yeah, maybe when the bot gets tired of spamming the chat, I'll bring back the option for anyone to. I think it's possible I underestimated this scene. Water. I'm starting to think I might have underestimated this scene. Let me see. Screen space reflections. Why is this one not showing here? Ah, there's nothing to reflect. Bring in some noise. Doesn't look as good as, so let's try using cycles. Unbelievable, you do this every day. Yeah. Okay, let's see. Let's change this to a sky texture and sheet. See if cycles will help. Making things in a few hours every day, that would take me a whole day. Yeah, it's been. I try to practice a lot. I think it's starting to help. Changing things a bit here. Change the setup. rotate the sun. So the sun is coming from what direction? It's coming from this side. Let's do a rotation of 45 degrees. May we ask for some tips? I use DOP with the perspective camera, and I wanted to blur far big things, but they didn't got blur with that using depth of field. Sometimes if you're using blur, if you want to use depth of field, make sure that your f-stops are really small. So you can see now that's, if you have a very small f-stop, that will blur anything. Did you drop the f-stop on the camera? Yeah, that's dropping the f-stop would really help. At 2.5, 2.5 is not enough. Let me rotate this. .5. Okay. I think we are getting there. Could use a different car ramp here. If I suppose add more detail to this, and I just sample this green. Let's add some mountains in the back. I go to hue and saturation here, just the color management. Duplicate these cities. I see. Just add neighborhoods like this. Okay. I think I can add these towers. Something like this. Okay. Need more roads. Have some smaller roads in there. I think they can help break up some of these details. I have this village. A village. Town? I have some assets that I think I can import in. Need to add them up. That's why I prefer my asset library, because you don't have to do these steps every time to add to reuse any of your libraries. Now I have to remember where I have my libraries. 2022 October park. Yeah, I think this is it. Is it though? Yeah, can't. Hey, I think it's it. Yeah, this medieval village. I could just reuse it here. Something we created. Need a gate on the wall by the road so people can. Ah, yeah. Definitely. Do I have a gate in here? Huh. I think I'm just going to use which asset I have a this. Yeah, this could work as a gate. And I just need to break up this area, this segment here. Then I should that should work as a road. Just thank you, Calvin Fernandez, for subscribing. Appreciate that. Let's give this the same material. Let's cut a the roads in this are more defined, but I think I did underestimate this project. How much it takes. Let's put some monuments in the middle here. Maybe I can add this stadium. Yeah, we can have a stadium like that on an island. Hey, let me grab one of these. Yes. Have an island like that and just add a few buildings around it. Blender Kit add-ons works online. I'm not sure. Maybe another stadium just right around here. Does it make sense? Let's add forest. On the outskirts. Hello, Timonia Studios. How are you? Just use the diffuse, keep things simple. Hello, Right the Gamer. How are you? You make these mountains more green. Let's add some volume. No problem, man. Glad you could join us still. some atmospheric fog. Can you try realism? Yes, but the issue with realism is it gets heavy really fast. Buildings might have been a bit too big. Thank you, MTO, for answering those questions. Really appreciate that. Let's see. Do we have a bridge? Then a few bridges. Let's see. Okay. We need a large monument. Or tower structure at the center. Maybe we can use this. Let's see, if I make a few smaller ones. That go in the water. And just have bridges going to them. Alright, just brainstorming ideas, see what would work. Can you give some suggestions while working on hand? Watch with the detailing on it. Huh? I'm confused what you're asking. I don't really understand. bring in smaller towers. It's trying to create something monumental that this city centers around. How did you get the fog effects? This is just a cube like this with a principal volume, and I just set the emission to 0.5 to 0.05. So without that, it looks like that. Then with it, we get something like that. Now I think we also need to have some shadows casted onto this, because right now everything looks quite organic. Quite something like a shadow there. Now this shouldn't be visible. It shouldn't be there. You can also have some light structures in the back there. Thank you, Neil Gunn, for subscribing. Tips to model a realistic hand watch. That's just going to be it's dedicating a lot of time to doing it, because it's a hand watch really has a lot of detail, depending on what kind of hand watch you're trying to make. Some are very simple, some are complicated, and I think I do have I have a video on hand watches? Let me see. It's not a tutorial, but I think it's more like more of a time lapse. Let's see, watch. I don't think I have. Yeah, I don't think I have a watch. But yeah. Hey, Kapil, glad to see you back. How are you? Glad to see you. Okay, let's see. I should have a shadow, but I shouldn't be seen by the camera. Do you have a Sketchfab user? Yes. Yes, I do have a Sketchfab user. Let me see if I can get that. Yeah, that's my Sketchfab. I have made a time lapse on it. I remember, like, I have something about it. I don't remember what exactly. think let me just more buildings on here. So one thing, what you could do for the road is make sure they don't have shadows. The roads don't have shadows. It makes them blend with the surface a bit better. And I think I should. Yes. It's going to add in some light structures. Okay, so it might be a bit different from what we intended, but I'm okay with that. Change the tree here. Thank you, Kapil. What else do you think we could add here that would improve the scene? We're kind of running out of ideas now. A steamboat in the water. A steamboat might be a bit difficult to make. Yeah, that's steamboats are too detailed. Horse and buggy. That would be too difficult to make, to model. Take too much time. Something easier that we can easily make. Trying to look at this image, see what really make it stand out. Have a centerpiece, like they do in this picture. Oh, theirs is a bit more detailed, but not sure. I think I'm going to end the stream here. Maybe some flags on the gate. Flags are easy. Thank you, Lady Phantom, for subscribing. Appreciate that. Flag, and for this, the flag can be quite simple. Something very stylized like this. Flags can be simply maybe some cannons. Cannons are easy. So that could suffice as a flag. Can pass as a flag, I think. I don't know if it's maybe just add a few of them. Yeah, the camera is far away to tell, but cannons, we can have some cannons onto this, and we just They don't have to be detailed. We just need a cylinder, maybe 16 vertices. Canon can just simply be this with another cylinder for the wheels. It's essentially just that can pass. This can pass as a Canon. Because the camera is going to be just way far. It doesn't matter how much detail we add to this. No problems. No problem. All ideas I welcome, man. It's especially when I'm running out of ideas. It's amazing to get ideas from you guys. Yes, you can. Oh, we need to make them dark. I think you can see them there. Maybe rotate one of these. Yeah, it's actually a nice detail to have. Hello, Sam VFX. How are you? How are you doing? Yes. Add these. What else can we add in? Hey, Joe. Hi. A zombie wall. A zombie invasion on the wall. A zombie invasion on the wall. That is hard. That's want something doable. Wait, let's try. Maybe not a zombie invasion, but we can add people. So let me go to my get a character, a simple character like. Let me try this guy here. Let me see. Now we're just going to let me get this character who is already in a pose mode, so and, just apply the transform. And so we have this character. Now we don't even need the materials. Actually, we might use the materials, but we don't need that detail. We can decimate just so he's that small. And I have this tree instancer, so let me have that, duplicate it. This is a particle system. I'm going to switch out the trees for our guy here. Now his rotation is a bit off. Now let's try object Z. Yeah. So we may not have a zombie horde, but we have a bunch of people walking around. This road is a bit too thick for me. So let's try a lot of people. Yes. Maybe they're here to watch a match or something. Just a lot of people. We don't want to randomize this a lot. A lot of people entering the city. Maybe there is, I don't know, a festival, whatever, something. Great job. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, you can see them now. Some are trying to go through this other route. Fleeing from Oaks. Yeah. Yeah. Lots and lots of people. Do you use EV or another engine? No, I'm using Cycles for this one. I only use the Blender inbuilt render engines, Cycles and EV. I never use a different engine. Some birds in the air. Some birds here, just having them around there. Do you have propeller plane? A plane. I think I had one. I don't remember where. Oh yeah, I think I'd seen it here. I think it's a model, Fortnite model that I made. From the zombies. Yeah, maybe. Make a ribbon behind it with the tag, the option L. Let's see, tag. Okay, let me see. How would you do that? Just plain. We just need to subdivide this and give it a displacement modifier. Clouds. Liking your ideas, Kapil. May not be visible. Yeah, the text, I don't think the text would be visible too, but yeah, but we can. Let me see. Do I have any text in my decals? Elephants. No, I'm laughing, but elephants would be, if I had an elephant, I think that would add some amazing detail, but I don't have elephants. What I do have are camels. I do have a camel. So maybe we can have some giant camels. Yeah. Let me see. How big can we get away with this? Can I get away with nah. Have to be moderate in size. Save, yeah. Let me make a backup copy. decent cloudscape, a distance to match the picture. Cloud. Yeah, something like that. I want the water to be more blue. Okay, yeah, more blue like that. Hey, that's... Can I isolate the fog of the mountain? Can you isolate the fog to the mountain area? Like, you want me to push it back? Because if I like to usually just see some of the fog ahead, maybe. Yeah, because the fog would be around this size, I think. Let me try something. Maybe a gradient on the fog, making it go thick, go thin, and thick in the background. I agree, it needs some fog all over though. So the way I think I'm doing the same thing that you're suggesting with a gradient, but instead, because I have this gradient, this fog angled a bit, it creates the same effect as the gradient wood. Thank you, Rena Force. Thank you. Can try making this. Have these statues that I got from what is the site called? Quick Saw Mega Scans. Maybe to fine tune that kind of in the composition, in the compositing. I'd fine tune the fog. Hey, try moving it. Hey, thank you, George Sanchez. Thank you for subscribing. Smoke on the chimneys, make it more lively. Ah, do I have smoke? Okay, let's get some smoke. Some chimney smoke. Would a badge be easier than a steamboat? A badge. Though we don't have a steamboat, but I do have a few boats. Hey, try this. As long as it just has to look like a boat. Something like that. But these things, I'm not remembering how they're called. Let me see. Flag. You can also use these flags here. Save. Thank you. I think that is the rotation origin, Joe. What is the window on the left corner in Blender? What does gimbal mean? Left window? You mean the... I'm not sure what left window you mean. You want people from different directions. Now, I think another thing we could do is add in some tents. Simple tents. I think they're usually 8 sides. Simple tents. Let's add in some nice tents. Some tents that they usually have straps or whatever these are called. Let's make a quick tent here. Flag small on building tower. A small. Do you mean a small flag on the building tower? Not sure. I understand what you mean. So these should, let's see, it should be white and blue or and red. I think we can go with I don't know, blue. Yeah, think. YouTube won't end your stream for song copyright. Now, these are actually, this is music provided by YouTube itself. It's from the YouTube library. So I think it's safe. Okay, why is Blender trying to crash? Nice tent, thank you. And Blender wants to destroy my tent. I don't know if I was saving. Let me see. Hopefully I was saving that, because that was a lot of work for a tent. Ah, nice. Except we have lost the materials. Can anybody help me? Why is vertices count different when I swap between edit and object mode? Because in object mode, you're not just looking at the object selected, you're also looking at all objects in your scene. Okay, why is this hanging every time? Okay, I think I lost some details. That's okay. I make sure I'm saving a copy of this just in case. Oh, thank you for subscribing. Way Julie and Lady Phantom and Jody Sanchez. Thank you. And let's see. We can try and make a different type of tent. Let me see. If I grab these edge loops here, I can bevel this, and now I can make a different type of tent. This type of tent here. I don't know if we have any tent experts who will correct me, but I'm going to go with this. No, this one should use this material. Do you have modifiers on Hagtone? I don't think I know what Hagtone is. What is that? Thank you for answering, but I have only one object. Yet when I swap, oh yeah, that could be. Oh, Hagtone. You're answering Hagtone? Yeah. So if you have modifiers on your objects, that's probably it. Save. Yeah, I'm saving. Is it possible to make this stuff like this in Element 3D in After Effects? I don't think so. I don't think so. I doubt. Yeah, Let's bring in these tents. We can make them a bit dirty. So let me go to my text folder, grab some grunge maps. Grunge like this. Use a mix RGB. Hey, thank you for subscribing, Adrix Balaso. Thank you. Let's see. Let's look at how this tent looks with yeah, bit dirty, which is what we want. And we can do some color variations. So let's grab an object info. Get some color ramp. Some can be red. And this grass, I think outside here we can just have tents only. Thank you, Amik Uru, for subscribing. Appreciate that. You can have a lot of people around these tents. Yeah, I think that's starting to look good. Thank you, Estan, for subscribing. Appreciate that. Oh, someone suggested smoke. I think it's going to be definitely very, very good here. So let me add a plane. Let me grab some smoke. Save image. So this would be, let's see. We just use a diffuse, a translucence, and then a transparency. That this is going to use alpha blend. No shadows. Okay, so this is going to be our smoke. I think I'm going to switch out the translucence with the emission because I want this to show, the smoke to show. Thank you, Hamdi Prince. Thank you for subscribing. Just going to have a few areas smoking. So we need there are also these things. I want to go to whatever is going on in this city. Looks fun. Yes, it must be a big festival. Another thing we could do is this time let's use geometry nodes here because I want to use a curve for this. So I don't know how they are called, but there are some good decorations that I usually find at parties. Even medieval parties like this would have side deco. So if I have a plane like a curve like this, let me go to geometry nodes for a bit here. Geometry nodes, just show you what we are creating. We need a triangle like this, a triangle like that. Origin should be up there. Okay, with that we need to, is it curve to points, curve to points like this, and instance on points. This has evolved so much. Looks awesome. Thank you. And thank you guys for your suggestions. I don't think we would get this far if it wasn't your suggestions. Yeah, something like this, and we need to rotate. Actually, I can just rotate this 180 degrees. Yeah, like that. These flags here, most welcome. Thank you for inspiring streams. Yeah. Curve to mesh. I love streaming, man. It's a stress reliever for me nowadays. Especially when things go according to plan. Let me scale these. Yeah, these flags. It's all good vibes. It's always good vibes here. We appreciate it. That's nice, nice. The only bad vibes we were having are the bots, but yeah, I guess turning the stream into a subscriber mode only helped with that. Now, yeah, now it's with those things. I think now it's starting to look like a party. You also need to put these on the towers, maybe. Don't think they'll be very visible, but I wonder how the locals feel about all the outriders coming in for the festival. They are very welcoming. You can see that's why they have a lot of these decorations around. Otherwise, if they weren't welcoming, they wouldn't have all these. The festival brings in a lot of money for them, so they're always excited when it happens. We need more smoke elements. The plan is from the future. This is an advanced civilization, but that is still in the medieval ages. So they invented cars before. They invented planes before cars and everything else. It's actually the Wright brothers. The festival is an innovation showcase. Yeah, they're showing off their first. I think I need an extra tent there, and a few people that side, a few extra this side. Unfortunately, they crashed it into the river shortly after this photo was taken. They survived though. Yeah, they jumped out and fell into one of these tents. Thank you Anonymous, and thank you Deus for subscribing as well. Thank you Andy Priest for subscribing, and Einstein. Yeah, the tent saved them. Yeah, this city needs to be even bigger than this. Thank you for subscribing. Can't pronounce your name, but thank you. Smoke a bit back. Rip to the fish who lost their lives in the fiery plane crash. Well, it was calculated. So you see, in this festival, these are like gangster Wright brothers. So they don't fish with nets. They just crash into the river to see whatever fish they they crash into is what they eat. It's the tradition. Okay, I need some light here. Let me see, where is this light sun coming from? Trying to create light. Thank you, Robert Becker, for subscribing. I appreciate that. We need more people in the city. And more tents in the city as well. You can also add some people there. And people here. Okay, this area here is not well lit. So let me grab some light here. Okay, yeah. The party goes on into the dark night scene. Yeah, that's... Let's see if we can make this into... If we can turn this into a night scene. So, to turn this into a night scene, I think I need to first grab all the lights. And let's see. Save day one. Definitely. You have to save day one. Let me first add a few details to this. I think this tempo we can make it a bit more detailed. night version with fireworks, definitely. Let's create a new folder, call this night. Let's work on the night. So for the night, we need to first turn off all the other lights. The sun has to go down. Something point. And can use the volume, but I think it shouldn't be this bright. And the smoke should also be less bright. Now, the night scene, we are going to use, I think we should use point lights. I thought it could get more interesting. Definitely, definitely. Thank you, Julian Peng, for subscribing. Appreciate that. So we can start just adding random lights, different areas. The clouds are hard to add, and the clouds should go for the night scene. Oh, we can make them dark. And we need, I think, a blue light. Over everything, especially the large surfaces like this. some campfires and fireworks. And some lights on the left there and others. Now, let me see if I change this to you made it to 61K. Seriously? Thank you, guys. Thank you. Making that on live, that's really amazing. Nice. Appreciate that. Let me check. Can I check even? Yay! 61K. Nice. Amazing. Thank you, MTO. Oh, fireworks. How do we approach fireworks, by the way? Let me see. Nightboard doesn't want me to be congratulated for some reason. Thank you, Kapil. Thank you. It's been a grind. Let's see. Let's do some fireworks. Don't question my judgment. You don't know me. Okay, let's see how we can do fireworks here. Fireworks. Okay, fireworks. You know, I think geometry nodes would be the best option for this, for fireworks. I think geometry nodes would be the best option. Let me see. Let's see. If we went for fireworks, how would we approach it? Because, of course, you can try using particle system, but it doesn't do trails very well. Where's my fireworks? And fireworks is really, yeah, for us to celebrate the 61K, so it's really needed. Let's see, fireworks. Great timing, man. Okay, let's do our fireworks here. Let me see. Yeah, Nightbot is a bot. Okay, so this is the fireworks, the style of fireworks we want to go for, or maybe this here. This here. Yeah, perfect timing. Okay, so let's see, how do we approach that? So if we start with a sphere, could be an icosphere, like this. Okay. and make it small. Hey, thank you for subscribing. Sorry, I can't pronounce your name, but thank you. We can instance on points. On points, like distribute points on faces. So we have points on faces like that, and at the instances we want to use lines, mesh lines. Now they should have the rotation out like that, which is, yeah, you should have the rotation out like that, and we want them to fall down as a result of gravity. But how do you do that? So if we, how do we do that? I think we can grab geometry proximity, the target, the target is the original object. Now we can set position. Hey, thank you Bastian Bo for subscribing, appreciate that. Let's see, separate X, Y, no, combine. I want to see if I can add an influence to the Z direction here. Am I doing this correctly? No. I just need a vector math, and we need this to be subdivided a few times. So if I have this, I need vector, because I want them to fall down as a result of gravity. These lines, let me see, vector math, and just calculate the distance. Distance. Where is distance? So a distance, the position, the distance of each vertex from the center, maybe. Hey, guys, thank you for subscribing. You can use that to set the position. So I'm just going to use a combine X, Y. I think let me see. Oh, these need to be realized instances, and yeah, they're going up instead of down, so that means I need to multiply these with a negative number, -1. So they are falling down as we want, but I want the influence to be, I don't want it to be linear, so let me try a math node with a power. Maybe I have to put it this. Maybe let me try log. Sometimes you have to do a lot of experimenting to get the right settings. This should be -1. Okay, this is doing it, but yeah, we are getting it somehow. Hey, thank you for subscribing, Tony Stark. Thank you, thank you. Do you have to subdivide them somehow? They're already subdivided from this point here. And now we can even use this animation, I think. If I scale that up, we need less points. Yeah, I think that's good enough. Now what we need to do is give this some thickness. So after realizing them, let's convert them to curve, mesh to curve, and then again, yeah, we have to do it after the set position here, and then curve to mesh, and then we need a curve primitive. And just use an arc, it's enough. Less resolution, which should be better. Okay, like that. Radius. The radius has to be thin as it ends, so I think we can do a set radius. Set curve radius. No, set curve radius. No? Set curve radius here, yeah. But we need the spline parameter. To set the length. It's inverted right now, so it needs to be the opposite. So how do we invert that? We need the attribute statistics. Now do that. Thank you. Okay, so we need the attribute statistics, and we need to grab the length value, length attribute. Use the map range. Use the minimum and maximum. Yeah? No. The length should be the value. Minimum should go to the minimum. Maximum should go to the maximum. And this from 1 to 0. And the result should go into the radius now. And yep, like that. We need to give this a material. So let's do a set material, and let's create an emissive material here. Let's call this, I'm just going to use an emission with a 10. Let's give it a red. And let's call this fireworks. Don't forget to move the blue light that's on the tower to the left, to the right side, out of camera view. Because it's creating this foggy thing. Yeah. Thank you. Let's bring in that fireworks material. Let me go to EV here for a bit. So this is what we're seeing. We need to turn on bloom. If I switch to EV here, hey, be okay. I need to turn on bloom. Yeah. Now I can switch back to cycles. I wish there was a way to switch without first switching the render engine, turning off those effects on without switching the render engine. Save, yeah, definitely save. And okay. Okay, I think the material has to be a bit brighter for this. Let's try 50. Okay. If you look at this, the fireworks is a bit turbulent. So I think we need to come back where? Before we do the set radius. So where we do the gravity thing, after the gravity thing around here, we need to add another set position. This time we can use a random value to add some turbulence. Random value vector. So -1 like this. Set this as the offset. Gives us that. We need more resolution. I think I need to change this from offset to endpoints. So we have control over the resolution. Okay. Yeah, we need a way to control how much noise we have. So I'm going to use our vector math with the scale operation. So something like that. But if you look, we are getting the noise right from the center. But if you look at this, the noise is at the end point, not at all of it. So we can grab the same setup we have here. Let me just clean this up a bit. I should just create a stored or a named attribute. But yeah, and just use this, reuse this here. Just scale this again, but this time using this. Maybe mesh to curve. Mesh to curve. Thank you, Mark. Okay, so this is I don't think this would work here because this is not a curve. So let me get rid of this. Just leave it there and just add a subdivision surface. Subdivision surface. Just to make things much smoother. I want to make it more reddish. And maybe, I think that's going to be our fireworks. Another thing we could do, still making the scene look nice. Thank you. Another thing we could do here is maybe add some sparks. We can use a grid. I don't want to use a lot of geometry. and I can use distribute. You can do that another time. Let me just leave this here. Another thing I could do is just go to the shader and let's see how this now looks in the scene. And Ganja, were you here when we're starting the stream? Don't remember seeing you around, but glad to see you. We have fireworks. Because we can add more fireworks. We also need a trail of the fireworks, which I guess I can do. Just do point light. Let's bring up the I just stand in an hour ago and I said, guys, I think that's gonna be it, and then I thought it was over. Yeah, then we went off with the fireworks and stuff. But it was fun. Hey, NS Kokat, how are you? Delete the plane and add a roaring ring near the river. Roaring ring. I don't know what. I'm not sure what. Let me see. Let me Google that and see. Roaring. A roaring fire. Not sure. Like the vibe of the scene. Thank you. Roaring fire from the plane crash. I don't have fire, man. Fireworks also usually looks good closer to river surfaces. Another big fireworks there. So everyone is just shooting fireworks everywhere. So there. There. This light has to be out of view. For the plane put sinking halfway the water. random people getting the fish from the water. It's already happening there in the background. It's just the scene is too small for us to see, but it's already there happening. It's also some small in the background. I think we can make this a point light. This town is celebrating Top Channel 1-on-1, hitting 61k. Yeah, definitely. The Red Flowers has also shot off a plane and crashed into the river. And they didn't crash. They didn't crash. It was intended. They're showing off their fishing skills. Thank you, guys. Thank you. And Nightbot on cue with the removing. My congratulations. They were trying to make fireworks too. Yeah. They just show offs. And there's a lot of grain in this. I think because maybe I have a lot of light. Shift D type. Let me have a light collection. The big tower need a 61k sign. The big tower. Let's see. Let me see. Let me get there. Let me first get all my lights and see. Because I seem to have a lot of light going on here. Is it possible to cheat and add in stars with pictures in space? Stars. Let me see. Star. Yes, they would replace this image. Yeah, I think we have some stars. Now, the issue is that the fireworks is not bright enough. I would have to use compositing to get it to be bright as I want it. Small. This should be small. Okay, 6K, 61K. $61. 1K. Okay, we can convert this to we can use geometry nodes, I think, and just instance points on faces. Hopefully this would show. Yeah, something like this. Now we need a grid. Oh, we need a cube on instance on points. I use the cube as the instances. They have to be quite small, and we can give them the fireworks material. Set material fireworks. Maybe this is even closer to the camera. Yeah, so it's a party, and they're all celebrating 61K. Let me see, where this should be smaller. $61K subs. Nice. Yeah, I think we are going to end that today here. Really appreciate you guys, and thank you guys for the 61K subs. Appreciate it. And the 174 likes. That is also amazing. So this is the nice thing. I'm going to give it a render, and for anyone who wasn't here, we started with the death scene. And yeah, I'm going to give this a render, and thank you guys. Thank you MTO Creations as well. Thank you Kapil. Thank you Ganja. Yeah, thank you. I'm really humbled and honored. Yeah, I'm going to go sleep, take a shower, and tomorrow I'll continue working on this road generator I'm working on. See, where is that? Where is this? Trying to do some geometry nodes stuff just to improve my geometry nodes knowledge. And yeah, this is one I'm working on. I'm trying to add rocks and plants, vegetation everywhere. So yeah, good night everyone, and good morning to anyone who is where it's morning. But thank you, Timonian Studio.